morning. So today is Thursday. It is Yud Aleph, Tevis Tafshin Ayin Daled. We're starting a brand new Maimer, Yutas Kislev Tafshin Yud Beis, in the Sefer Mamar, in Teres Menachem Sefer Mamarim Tafshin Yud Aleph Tafshin Yud Beis, on page Kuf Ayin Aleph. Podoh Besholom Nafshi Mikrovli Ki Berabim Hoyu Imodi. This is, of course, the pasuk in Tehillim, chapter 55, and as the Alter Rebbe writes, "Ukishekarisi b'Tehillim." When I read Tehillim, the pasuk Podoh Besholom Nafshi, I was reading Tehillim, this chapter 55, and reading the pasuk Podoh Besholom Nafshi, He redeemed my soul with peace, or in peace. They informed me that I'm free. What was the connection between chapter 55 and Yutas Kislev? Why was he saying Tehillim 55 then? We know that chapter is actually the first chapter of Yom Yud. We said it yesterday, right? Why did he say it? Because it's also, I believe, in Yom Shlishi. Where's the, you have a Tehillim here? I think it's in the Tehillim is divided into chapters, 150 chapters. It's also divided into the days of the month, right? And then it's also divided according to the days of the week. Right? And then, of course, it's also divided into 5 books. But according to the days of the week, chapter 55 is on Tuesday. It's in the section for Tuesday. And the Alter Rebbe was freed from prison on a Tuesday. And when he was saying Tehillim, there's something known as Tehillim Bishufi, saying Tehillim in abundance. Saying Tehillim in abundance means that in addition to saying it, I believe, according to the day of the month, as divided according to the day of the month, you also say the section of the Tehillim that is divided according to the day of the week. So the Alter Rebbe, when he was in prison, was saying Tehillim in that breakdown as well, or certainly in that breakdown, and therefore it was on Tuesday, and Punkt, when they came to release him, to inform him that he's released, he was saying this pasuk. So that's why a lot of the famous Nigan of Podoh Besholom Nafshi, and the...
Who made the Nigan?
Yeah, I was just about to ask it, actually.
Why didn't you?
Just slips my mind at the moment, but I'll check it out and I'll let you know. And then maybe we'll have a session. So, Podoh Besholom Nafshi Mikrovli Ki Berabim Hoyu Imodi. He redeemed my soul in peace. Mikrovli, from the battle that I had, from the wars that I had, from the battles that I had. Why? Ki Berabim Hoyu Imodi. Because of the many that were with me. Because of the many that were with me. This is the simple taich of the pasuk, the simple definition of the pasuk, of the words. The Gemara, the Talmud brings concerning this in Masechta Brachos. Omar HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Hashem says, Kol ha'oisek b'Torah b'gmilas chasodim u'mispal imatzibur, whoever occupies himself with Torah and acts of kindness, bestowing kindness, and davens with the tzibur, with the multitude, with the crowd, Mailani Olav, I consider it for him, Ki'ilu Pido'ani, as if he has redeemed as if he's redeemed me, Ulebonai, and my sons, Mi Ben Umes Ha'olam, from among the nations of the world. That's what Hashem says, right? And as the commentators of the Shas, of the Talmud, explain what's the connection between these 3 ideas and Podoh Besholom Nafshi. Podoh Besholom, he has redeemed in peace. This is a reference to someone who occupies himself with matters of peace. Dahainu, Torah. Torah is something that has to do with peace. Diksiv, as it says in Mishlei, right? Eitz Chaim Hi, we say it when we take the Sefer Torah back into the to the Aron Kodesh. Eitz Chaim Hi l'machazikim ba v'semchem dracheh darkei noyam v'chol nesiveseh shalom. All her pathways, all the pathways of the Torah are shalom, are peace. V'chein gemilas chasodim, so too acts of kindness, nami shalom hu, are also peaceful. Chulu. Why? Because acts of kindness brings peace among people. The Rebbe later is going to refer also how davening with the tzibur is peace. But This is what he says so far. Tzarech Lovin says that we need to understand that it would seem Pirush HaGemara in a Masim in Pirush HaPoshut. The simple, the explanation of the Gemara, the way the Talmud defines this pasuk, does not coincide, does not go along with the simple explanation of the pasuk. How the Hine HaPirush HaPoshut, the simple definition of this pasuk is Shezehu Maimer David HaMelech. This is an expression, a saying of King David, Avur Knesset Yisrael, for and on behalf of the Knesset Yisrael, the body of Israel, meaning either Klal Yisrael or the source. It says Knesset Yisrael generally is a reference to the source of all the Neshamis, which is the Shekhinah, which is Malchus. But be that as it may, this is David HaMelech saying on behalf of all the Jewish people, Shehoisa Etzlei Podoh Besholom. David HaMelech is expressing that concerning him, there was redemption, salvation, in peace, in a peaceful way. This is specifically a reference to the war that David HaMelech waged against his son Avshalom, and that ultimately he was redeemed in peace. Hashem redeemed his soul in peace. Although there was a condition and a situation of war, mikrov li, from the battle that I had, that David HaMelech had. This is still all an explanation of the simple meaning of the pasuk, and the pasuk continues to explain the reason why the redemption was peaceful. The lechure, move on, because it would seem that it's not understood. How is it possible that there should be redemption peacefully at the same time when there is a phenomenon of war? As he himself says in this pasuk, mikravli, from the battle, from the war that I had. So how is it possible that, notwithstanding the war condition, the redemption is peaceful? This is why he provides the explanation. This is how he provides the explanation. In the continuation of the verse of the pasuk, Ki berabim hayu imadi, the redemption was peaceful because of the many that were with me. What does it mean, the many that were with me? The multitude that were with me. With me is who? With David. It is a Yerushalmi, as the Talmud in the Jerusalem Talmud. The Talmud Yerushalmi explains, Shekoi, who are these Rabbim that David refers to in this pasuk? Who are this multitude, the many that David refers to in this pasuk when he says Ki berabim hayu imadi? Shekoi al David be'is melchamtim Avshalom. This is a reference to the war. This refers to David. This pasuk refers to David. During the time that he had a war with Avshalom, his son, Shegam Anshi Avshalom is Palu L'Nitzcheni Shel David. That also the men that were with Avshalom, as opposed, apparently they were in the camp of Avshalom, they also prayed that what? That David HaMelech should be victorious. V'lochem Podoh Besholom Nafshi. That's the meaning of when he says, Ki berabim hayu imadi, because the multitude, the many, in other words, even the men of Avshalom davened for my victory, and therefore it was a redemption in peace, a peaceful. What does it mean, peaceful? That the other camp also prayed for his success. So that's the simple. That's the simple definition of the pasuk. V'nimtza the mashakos of kiberabim hayu imadi hunesinas tam al zeh shepodoh besholom nafshi. According to this, it seems that when he says kiberabim hayu imadi, for the many were with me, this is the reason, this is the explanation. It follows on from the first part of the pasuk. This explains why the redemption, the salvation, was peaceful. So how does that not coincide with the Gemara? Because the Rebbe is here asking that the Gemara's definition, the Talmud's definition, does not go along with what? With the simple definition. So the Rebbe concludes here. According to this explanation that we just mentioned, the simple meaning of the pasuk. According to this, we don't understand. It's not understood how our sages learned the pasuk in the Talmud. What do they say in the Talmud? Podoh Besholom Nafshi koi alo esek v'teru b'gemilas chasadim. The Talmud says that Podoh Besholom Nafshi, redeemed my soul in peace, is a reference to someone who occupies himself in Torah and in acts of kindness. That what? That the ideas of Torah and acts of kindness is an omen, a good omen, to be redeemed peacefully. Right? That's the meaning, the connotation of the Talmud. So it would seem that doesn't go along with the simple definition. Why? According to the simple explanation of the pasuk, the reason why the redemption took place is because the many davened for David HaMelech's success. This is the idea of the third component, the third aspect that the Talmud mentions, the idea of davening with the multitude, davening with the tzibur. But it's not connected to one who occupies himself in learning Torah and in fulfilling acts of kindness. Shalom durazal metevus shalom. That our sages learned from the word shalom, peace. Right? Because Torah and Gemilas Chasadim and acts of kindness are what? Are things, peaceful things. Because according to the simple explanation, the word Besholom, when we say Podoh Besholom Nafshi, he redeemed my soul in peace. This is just a description of the way the redemption took place, the way the salvation came. That the salvation, the redemption, was in a peaceful way. But the Besholom, in the simple explanation of the pasuk, is not to give the reason why the redemption took place in this way. It's just a description that it was Besholom. Why? The reason is because the multitude davens for me, for my success. But it's not to describe the reason for the redemption. That the redemption was through peace, through phenomena of peace, like Torah and acts of kindness. And the reason for the redemption is explained in the continuation of the verse. For the multitude davened with me. Whereas in the Talmud, it seems that the word Besholom itself is not just a description of how, it's not a description of how the redemption and salvation took place, but it's the reason. Podoh Nafshi, he redeemed my soul. Why? Besholom, because of matters of peace, Torah and Gemilas Chasadim, and davening, and so on and so forth.
So one is the how, the other is the why.
Correct. So according to the Pirush HaPoshut, Podoh Besholom is the how, and the why is Kiberabim Hoyu Imadi. Whereas according to the Gemara, the Shalom is the why. So the Rebbe says these two Pirushim don't go along with each other.
So
These two.
the Yerushalmi.
No, the Yerushalmi is
The
Bavli.
So the Bavli, the first is the Bavli.
Bavli, yeah. The Yerushalmi just says that he explains the Besholom. Why? How was it peaceful?
Yeah.
Because the people, because of Shalom's people, also davened for David's success. But the Rebbe uses that as part of the simple explanation of the pasuk, that why was I redeemed? Because of Besholom. I'm sorry. Why was I redeemed?
The way was redeemed. Yerushalmi says the way.
No, the Yerushalmi explains it on the Kiberabim Hoyu Imodi.
Right, that's the why.
Kiberabim Hoyu Imodi, because the many davened for me, right? That's the why, and that's the explanation according to the simple meaning of the pasuk. Whereas according to the Gemara in Brachas, it would seem that the Besholom is the why. V'nimtza, says the Rebbe. Sheyesh shnei pirushim be'inyan Podoh Besholom. The Rebbe just highlights that there are two explanations. There are two distinct explanations in the pasuk Podoh Besholom. The first one is that the redemption takes place through peace, which is Torah and acts of kindness. Over here the Rebbe says one can say that this also includes davening b'tzibur, with the multitude. Because one who davens with the multitude makes himself part of the multitude. So that's also an idea of peace. It's also a matter of peace. The second explanation of Podoh Besholom is top of page Kufayim Beis, that the redemption is in a manner of peace. That means to say that according to this explanation, that's the simple explanation of the pasuk, that the idea of shalom, peace, only explains the way in which the p'tiyah took place, the redemption, the salvation took place. Whereas the reason for this, Nisbar Behemshech HaKosav, is explained in the continuation of the pasuk, before the multitude were with me, Kanal, as mentioned before. So what's the bottom line? Says the Rebbe, so we have two distinct explanations in the definitions of this pasuk. So we need to understand how these two explanations go along one with the other.
Just-
We'll stop here. Yeah. Go ahead.
Now, in the Bavli, so if you have that Podoh Besholom is the one, so what's the second half of the pasuk? Kibbutz, how do they get it for him?
According to the
Bavli.
Rabbi, that's a good question, and hopefully it'll become clear as we
Okay.
go along.